So before we get to actually drawing the map, I know I said that's what we're going to be doing next, um, but I forgot one important, very extremely important step towards creating a map, which is picking what size the map is going to be. This is extremely important, especially when you want to print the map out. Um, you should always look up the sizing requirements. Um, whether you're going to be printing a poster or if this is going to be in a book, um, or if you just want to print it out on like a normal piece of paper. Um, so here I created like a small little reference board to show you what I mean. So if you're going to be printing for a book, the map is going to have to be drawn in the size that the book is going to be printed in. So as you can see, this is from Amazon. Um, you can choose a variety of trim sizes. Trim size being the size of the book. The most common trim size for books is in the US is 6 by 9 inches. So that means if you're going to be printing a book that's 6 by 9 inches, you're going to have to draw your map in a canvas that's 6 by 9 inches. There's other things to consider, such as the inside gutter margin. What this is basically the inside of the binding of the book. It's basically this area here. If you're printing paperbacks with Amazon, you don't, when it comes to drawing maps or full-sized images, you don't have to worry about this too much. However, you should be aware that it's going to be there. Same with the outside. The outside is the bleed margin. This is the area that's going to be cut off. So there is always going, no matter what you do, part of the image is going to get cut through printing, and it's not going to be the same every time. That's just the nature of printing. Printing isn't perfect. A little bit of the edges are going to get cut off, and there's not much you can do to avoid that, unfortunately, other than creating a very big border, which will help protect the bleed margin, which is something I do recommend you do if you do care that much. Like, you're not going to want to put important information out here on the edge. The same with printing on posters. You're not going to want to put any important information near the edges like that. That's just bad practice, and it's likely to get cut off. So, with that in mind, we're going to create our map, and we're going to start with a size of 8.5 by 11 inches. Just because this isn't going to be a map that we're going to be printing in a book, and I'm not going to print this on a poster. So we're going to use the standard printing paper size, which is 8.5 by 11 inches. This is like your typical household piece of printing paper. It might be different in the UK or in Europe. They have an entirely different system where they have like I don't know the sizes, but I'll commonly get clients asking me for B1 size or A1 size or something like that. So yeah, just to recap, the gutter margin is where the spine of the book is going to be, and the bleed margin is the outer edge that is likely to get cut off during printing. So to create our map, we're going to want to go File, New, and we're going to hit inches if you're in the US and you like inches. Otherwise, choose whatever size you like. I recommend doing research first on what size you want, depending on your needs. We're gonna hit 8.5 for width and 11 height by 11 inches. Meaning this map is gonna fit more vertically, more than likely. We'll see what happens. I'll show you how to rotate it if you change your mind. And what's also is extremely, extremely, extremely important, you have to do this, and that is a must. If you're going to print out your map, you have to do this. You have to set your resolution to 300. And the reason for that is you need there just isn't going to be enough pixels on the canvas for it to look good with only 72 or under. You want 300. You don't need to go higher than 300, but 300 should be the default resolution. And then we're gonna hit create, and Photoshop might bug and make it really small. Okay, it didn't. And here we have our canvas. And of course, I like to just make it a little gray so it doesn't burn my eyes. And now we can get started with the actual map drawing process.